won't see Russian cars in luxury showrooms, but drop them in a frozen wasteland or war zone, and they just don't quit. Russian cars weren't made for comfort. They were made to survive. While the West builds luxury, Russia builds brutality on wheels. These machines don't care about horsepower stats or 0 to 60 times. They care about one thing. Will it run? Even in minus 40 degrees Celsius? Here is how Russia forged its own iron path in the world of cars. One built on endurance, simplicity, and raw power. One later, the Soviet icon. When you say Russian car, you mean Lada. Born in 1970 through a Soviet-Fiat partnership, Lada gave the USSR its first taste of mass mobility. The Lada Riva Samara, and especially the Niva 4x4, became legends across the Soviet bloc. The Niva wasn't pretty. It wasn't fast, but it could climb a mountain, cross a river, and fixed itself with a wrench and wire. To this day, the Lada Niva legend is still in production, nearly unchanged. Why? Because it works. Gaz, the Soviet workhorse, built Russia's muscle vehicles, trucks, vans, military transport. From the Gazelle minivan to the GAZ-69 Jeep, they were everywhere. In villages, war zones, and frozen frontiers, GAZ vehicles don't aim for luxury. They aim for longevity. If a part breaks, fixed it with a hammer and some grit. That's Russian engineering. 3. UAZ. The 4x4 that doesn't care if the Jeep was American. The UAZ-469 was its Soviet cousin, only rougher. Used by the military, border patrol, and off-road junkies. UAZ makes go anywhere. Fix anywhere machines. Their modern UAZ Patriot offers more comfort, but the DNA is still raw and rugged. In rural Russia, if it isn't a Lada, it's a UAZ-4. Urus, Russia's answer to Rolls-Royce. You think Russia doesn't do luxury? Meet Urus, Russia's ultra-premium brand, built for Putin's motorcade. The Urus Senate is bulletproof, weighs over 6 tons, and screams power and pride. It's a statement. Russia can build prestige if it wants to, but chooses not to for the mass. 5. KAMAZ. The heavy metal giant. You've seen KAMAZ in the Dakar rally, destroying sand dunes and deserts. But back home, KAMAZ builds military trucks, fire engines, and dumpers that move mountains. They also lead Russia's push into autonomous driving and electric heavy-duty trucks. Yes, even KAMAZ is going smart. Russia's car industry isn't about sleek design or fancy infotainment systems. It's about resilience, simple engines, thick steel, no-nonsense durability. These cars weren't made to impress. They were made to endure decades of punishment and still run. You may never drive a Russian car, but respect this. In a world obsessed with touchscreens and trends, Russia still builds vehicles for the harshest conditions on Earth. It's not about luxury. It's about lasting through hell and coming out on the other side. Still running. Ever seen a Lada in real life? Would you trust a UAZ in the middle of nowhere? Drop your thoughts in the comment. Like if you respect rugged engineering, and subscribe for more no BS car content that goes deeper than the brochure.